Good morning. It's actually good afternoon, grade 11s. Welcome to your next CAT lesson. Today we are going back to Microsoft Word and we are going to start working through those sections. Okay. The section that we are going to work through today is paragraph formatting, module 3.3 from the Study Opportunities textbook. I will take you step by step through the different sections and the different activities. You can follow this in your textbook. It's page 136, as I said, in the Study Opportunities textbook. So the section we're going to look at particularly today is lists with bullets and numbering. Remember, in grade 10, you started this section of learning how to add bullets to your documents. So in your PAT, whenever you are dealing with a list that you are discussing, then it is better to place numbers and bullets to set them aside so that's easy to read. Okay, so when we structure information by using bullets, Word automatically uses the default bullets available. That's usually like a dot or a square. We can define other bullets as follows. You can click on the arrow next to the bullets command in the paragraph group on the Home tab. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to take you step by step through showing you on a Word document. So I just want to find a clean document, or there we will use this one. So here I have a Word document, and here's a whole list of things, but I would actually like to have bullets to try and outline exactly what goes under which heading. Okay, so if I go back to the PowerPoint, it says click on the arrow next to the bullets command in the paragraph group on the Home tab. Then define new bullet. So over here, here's my paragraph tab. Here is the bullets. So if I click on the drop down, there are the different options. These are my default ones that I would use. Now I would like to set a specific bullet, okay? So for example, I say to you, place a computer image in front of each bullet. This is a typical exam question, so it's important that you know how to do this. So I would say define new bullet, and then this screen is going to appear. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at the screen. First of all, I can change my alignment, so left, centered, or right. I can choose a symbol. Now, I can use any of my fonts. Nice ones are symbol or wingdings or webdings. Okay. Then if I wanted to, I could use a picture. Okay. So I would click on there. I would either choose from file or I could find something off the internet. And there I can also set my font. And very importantly here, my font size. So how big must my bullet be? Okay, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. So select where the new bullet character can be found. Font, okay, you see font, can also be used to create a new bullet character. The style, let me just move this slightly out the way. The style, format, and alignment of automatic numbering can also be changed. So say I wanted to say the 7 steps of something, okay? Then it doesn't help just having bullets, because that can say, that is what we call an unordered list. If I want an ordered list, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, or A, B, C, or Roman numerals, also representing numbers. So how do I go and define my number format? So click on the arrow next to the numbering command in the paragraph group in the Home tab, and again, new number format. So let's take a look here. So say I click, there is my numbering, and here I can see, I can choose different ones. So these are my default numbering library, okay? One with a full stop, one with a bracket, a capital letter Roman numeral, a capital letter with a full stop, small ABC, ABC without a bracket, and small letters, Roman numerals. If I wanted something else, I would say define new numbering format. And as you can see here, here are a whole range of numbering styles that I would be able to use. So in your exam, take a look at the picture. Normally what they do is they will tell you what numbering format, but they will also give you a picture so that you can see what it looks like. Okay. And then depending on what I'm clicking on, it is going to give me an example by the number format. Okay. So that is the defining a number format. The distance between the margin and the bullet or number, and between the bullet or number and the text, can be changed in my paragraph. So what is the distance between the margin and the bullet, and then from the bullet to where the text starts? Okay, so for that, this is what we call indentation. So you can set it either to 0, or you can say, I want an indentation of 1 centimeter, and then you can set the additional settings there. Okay, so this by is the distance between the bullet and the text. What's nice here, mirror indents, it will set so that they are exactly the same. Okay, so what you will need to do is activity 1. You're going to, let's just quickly take a look through them. Remember, you did receive the data with your CD. I have included the data on this on Google Classroom. Please make sure that you download it and you don't try and change the original document. We had some issues earlier in during the e-school where students had changed the original documents, and I had to go and re-upload a new document. So, question 1. Open the document bullet numbers and follow the instructions in the document to customize the bullets and the numbers. So, in that document is going to tell you exactly what you need to do step by step. Number 2, so there's 3 questions here. Open the document directions. Change the bulleted list to a numbers list. So, possibly here, it could be dots or circles, but I want it to be in a numbered list. So the numbers should be, now look here, 1 centimeter from the left margin, and the space between the numbers and the text should be 0.75. So let's quickly go back one slide. So 1 centimeter from the margin, and I want it by, so here I'm going to set my text to 0.75. Okay. Number 3, the hospitality teacher compiled an information piece on the use of napkins. She wants you to improve it. So you're going to open the document napkin, and you're going to change the bullets in the list as follows. So here, you're going to go replace the current bullet with Wingding's character code 198. Then the section here, the napkin etiquette list, you're going to change those numberings or those bullets to 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You're also going to set the handwriting or the font to Lucia handwriting with a size of 14 and superscript, which means it goes up. Okay, subscript is at the bottom. An example of a superscript would be x squared. The numbers must be 2 centimeters from the margin and the text 3 centimeters. Okay, so what would the by value be? It would be 2 plus what gives me 3 to give me a hanging indent. The last list must be a numbered list and the numbers must be against the margin. Okay, let us continue. Now what we're going to look at is a multi-level list. For some lists, it is necessary to make multi-level lists. That means it is a list within a list with bullets and or numbers. So I can just have one and smaller ones like 1.1, 1.1.1, etc. Okay. In the paragraph tab, click on Define New Multi-Level List. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to click on the third option here. There is my multi-level list. So here's my current list. I can choose from any of these default settings, or I can go to Define New Multi-Level List. Now, a new screen is going to appear. These are the different levels. So this is the first main point, and it is set with a 1 and a bracket. I can change, say, for example, you were required to make using capital letters. I could change it over there. Okay. Define level 1. Click on the number 1 to indicate that you're defining the numbering of level 1. So this column over here will define which level you're on. So as I click through them, let's show you, it is going to highlight a different level. Okay, so we're going to be working on level 1. And it says here, sorry, I've made a typing error there. So if you want to change the formatting of level 1, you're going to then click over there and you're going to go to number style and you will choose A, B, or C. Okay, so I said level 1 and I wanted A, B, or C. Do you see there's different types here? So I simply want A, B, or C, but I don't like the bracket. So I'm going to delete the bracket and I'm going to place a full stop. Okay, do you see there? It was a bracket. I'm going to delete the bracket and I'm going to place a full stop. And when I click OK, do you see it has changed there? There I have a capital A. Okay. Now we're going to set our level 2. So select the level 2, and this time I want to use small, these are called Roman numerals. So I for 2, I for 3. This is something that you are required to know for CAT, that you are able to read Roman numerals. So please go read up on that. For example, a 5 is represented with a V. So number 4 would be IV. Okay, so click on the entering format. So let's first start here. I'm going to go here and I'm setting my numbering value. Okay, so for level B, I wanted it to be small I. Okay, you see there is the capital I, the capital Roman numerals. Over here, I want to have the small Roman numerals. So I'm going to select that. And now what is important, I wanted to set for all levels. So I'm going to click on set for all levels. And what you will have is a new screen is going to appear. So over here, the bullet or number position for the first level, the text position for the first level. So remember in that other, in the first part of this lesson, you had to set the distance between the margin and the bullet. This is where you are going to be setting. Additional indents for each level will then occur at 0.63. 3. So if you have just joined us, I am working through activity module 3.3, paragraph formatting. I'm on page 138 in your textbook. Okay, so I have just, if you have to set the different levels, you will choose the set for all levels. And I say, okay, and I click okay again. Except here, I don't like the bracket, I want a full stop. Okay, and I'm going to say set for all levels and click OK. So now you see it's still saying A. So I should have had my settings on the previous one. Let's just go there. And we're going to redefine it. My level 2, I want it on a small I with a full stop, not a bracket. Set my levels and click OK. There we go. Let me show you again. Okay, so here, if I go to the next level, it shows a B, but it needs to be a subheading or a sub-bullet. But I don't want to use little a's, so I'm going to, let me just switch. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to change my multi-level list here, define, and instead of the A, I'm going to choose a small Roman, change my bracket to a full stop. You see it has changed over here. And set all my levels, click OK, and there we go. Okay. Okay, so click in the enter formatting for number. So over there, I can change, if it was a bracket, I can change it to full stop, depending on how you would like it to be set up. Okay, in the exams, they pretty much, as you saw in the previous activity, will tell you exactly what is required. You just need to know how to do it. So it takes half the thinking out. So if you know exactly how to do the different things, the exam is going to be easy. Okay, so very important, you must practice. Okay, sorry, let me just go, I've gone now completely out of it. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to carry on. So click on the set all, there I've shown you. Check that all spaces are correct. So depending on the distance between the margin and the bullet and the text, you can set that over here. And then when you set it for all levels, you don't have to go and change your settings for each bullet. Okay, that's a very nice exam question there. That quite often the students are able to change the bullets to a different type, but the spacing is incorrect. Okay. Okay, so you will then need to do activity 2 for me. So let's quickly go through activity 2. In this activity, you will learn how to create the following numbered list. So there is the activity that they want you to create. Click on the numbering icon in the paragraph group. Do you see? They're actually telling you exactly how to do it. Type the first words, paragraph formatting. So if you have to do this in the exam, what I suggest you do is start off by typing all the bullets that you need. So all the words. And then once you've typed out everything from paragraph all the way down to footer, then go put in your bullets. It's much easier than typing and then setting a bullet, typing, setting a bullet. Okay. Click on the increase indent icon. Don't worry if another character is perhaps displayed instead of the A. You're going to learn to change this. Okay. You will then type the following words. So this, I'm sure you are able to do by yourself. Let's just go a little further. You're going to save this document. So this is a new document you're going to create for me, and you're going to save it as exercise outline 1. Then you're going to work on the same document for me, but I want you to use, instead of using ones and A, B, C, this time capital A for the first bullet, and then Roman numerals with brackets for the second sub-bullet. Okay, please save that activity as exercise outline 2. Okay, that is on page 138 of your Study Opportunities textbook. Okay, then the third activity you're going to do here, you're going to use the document you'd created, exercise outline 2, and you are going to change the numbering so that it appears as follows. Okay, so if we look back one, there we had capital A, Roman numerals I. This one is ones with A, B, C, D, E. Okay, please save this one as exercise outline 3. Please make sure that, just check my spelling mistake, sorry, just fix that for me. I don't want you doing the same, handing in the same document in all 3. Okay, it has to be 3 different documents, and I'm going to be checking that you've done the correct format in each document. Remember, you can use Microsoft Word, you can use Google Docs, you can use from WPS, LibreOffice, any word processing software to be able to do this. Okay, activity 3.2. In this activity, you are going to open the document typed table of contents, okay? And use a multi-level list to format it like each of the examples. Save the formatted versions as typed table of contents underscore A, this one, and typed table of contents underscore B. So you're going to save the same document twice. First one A and the second one B. A, what I'd like here is you're going to use a numbered list. But do you see here, I've got 2 sub-bullets. So the first one there, how to live safely, will be bullet 3. Under bullet 3, I'd like 2 sub-bullets, be alert and be safe. And then be alert, there needs to be 4 points underneath that one also. And very importantly, I want the format 3.1.1 point. Okay, so remember where you can change your settings. You're going to save this one as type table of contents underscore A. The next one, you're going to take exactly the same one. And this time, instead of the numbers, I want a mixture of numbers, letters, and Roman numerals. Okay, so for each one, for level 1, you're going to set it to 1, 2, 3. Level 2, you will set it as ABC with a curly round bracket. And level 3, you are going to, but look here, there are 2 brackets. I want my Roman numerals in the small letters and encased in 2 brackets. Okay, so you're going to, this is really not difficult. These are easy marks, probably about 3 marks for an activity like this, 3 to 4 marks, depending on what you needed to do. So it's easy marks and it shouldn't take you 3 minutes. Remember, in your exams, they're going to be a mark a minute. We are fighting to try and get you a little bit more time, but as such, a mark a minute. So remember, you can do whichever question you like first. So if you are comfortable with HTML, then start with HTML. If you are better with words, start with the word question. You can even jump around in the word question and answer different parts because the different sections should not depend on each other. Okay. Okay, so that is basically the bullets up to where we are going to do. Tomorrow I will carry on with customized spacing, still with paragraph formatting, and we are going to look at indentations, your line breaks, your line spacing. So how much space is there between each line? So for example, a heading 1 style will have maybe a font space of about 10 or 12 underneath to give you a nice little paragraph feeling. Okay. Yes, you are required. It's usually, Lene has just asked, is HTML in the exams? Yes, it is. It's usually about 10 to 15 marks in your exam. So it's 10 or 15 easy marks. So get used to playing around with HTML and being able to do that. You will receive a tag sheet in the exam. So that will help you, but if you don't know what the tags mean, then it can be very difficult. So, but usually this is the one section that the students score a few marks because HTML is a lot of fun. So we will be going back to HTML again. And as I said previously, it is half the marks of the final PAT is going to be your website. So it's important that you're able to write code in HTML. Okay. Any other questions? Otherwise, that is all for today. I will see you again on Wednesday. So Mondays and Wednesdays, we are going to have class. Fridays, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, you're going to use to complete the work. And Fridays, I'd like you, whatever we learned in the week's lesson, to apply that in your PAT. Okay, so you're going to carry on working on the PAT until we get back, and then we will follow up from there. Okay, have a great afternoon. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye-bye.